this example here, which was another experiment where framing of a treatment was presented. So the framing in terms of positive and negative, treatment A will save 200 lives. So there's 2 pills that we can give out to the public for free to save them from this illness. With treatment A, we can save 200 lives. But with treatment B, we have a 33% chance of saving all 600 people and a 66% possibility of saving no one. And in a negative way, 400 people will die if we give this treatment out of 600, or a 33% chance that no people will die, but a 66% probability that all 600 will die. So treatment A was chosen by 72% of people when it was presented with a positive framing, dropping to only 22% when it was presented negatively. So by changing the context to this pill is going to save 200 lives versus this pill, if we give it out to these 600 people, 400 people will die.
What was the fourth frame? Do you get negative gain, statistical risk reduction?
Reduced risk. Yeah, it's pretty small. It's even small for me on here. So thinking about how you frame things up, especially with numbers, like what Chris Spalding said about, I'm going to pay you 75% of the profit and I'm going to do all the work. It's such a powerful way to do a contingency deal. If we give this pill out, it's 400 people who are going to die. It's not very attractive, is it?
Have you ever read Warren Clough stuff?
No.
Warren Clough has an acronym called STRONG, and it's about the sales process.
Okay.
It talks about 90% of the sales done in the frame.
Yeah.
It's not about waiting for the big close. It's actually framing at the beginning.
Definitely.
And the very first, the S is set the frame.
Yeah.
It's just really changed the way I've sold everything since that one sentence.
It's really interesting because of the way that we do sales for our paid service for when we do Facebook ads for companies. The first thing we talk about, they're coming to us for Facebook ads and things like that, but we don't even talk about Facebook ads. So we ask them what their goals are and what they want to achieve and how much money they want to make. And we talk about, we can help you make another $5 million a year. I'll get a proposal for you. So we're giving them a proposal to add $5 million. We're not giving them a proposal to do Facebook ad management. How many companies do you think are doing that the wrong way? So all of a sudden, we're actually providing you with a proposal to make $5 million. And then the cost is obviously a percentage of that. So they can see very clearly the benefit. And then we say, one of the ways we will help you achieve that is by using Facebook ads as a sideline comment. But it's not the thing we're talking about. We're not focusing their attention on that.
It's the difference between somebody trying to sell a 1/8-inch drill bit, thinking, hey, I'm going to sell you this drill bit, when actually the customer wants the 1/8-inch hole.
Yeah, that's it. This burger that came out in America? It was a 1/3 pounder. There's a 1/4 pounder and there's a 1/3 pounder. Nobody bought it. Do you know why?
You thought it was smaller?
Because I thought it was smaller. And it was more expensive. I want 4 pieces. I don't want 3 pieces. This is a negative frame. 93% of PhD students registered early when a penalty fee for late registration was emphasized, with only 67% doing so when this was presented as a discount. So these guys were more motivated by losing money rather than gaining a discount. I think it was Jay that also said that more people are motivated by You know, if you went out to your driveway and someone was stealing your tires, what would you'd put a lot of effort into stopping them, but you wouldn't drive down to the shop to get 4 free tires. You'd be less likely to. I like this one. You'll love this one, Jeff. So I've got to read this because I can't read that because it's too small. A test was done by sending out 50,000 letters offering loans. Each letter randomized the interest rate to see which offer would be taking up the most. So they sent 50,000 letters, and then this letter they offered this loan to the people. One of them was at 10%, one of them was at 13%, one of them was at 5%, and all different randomized interest rates because they thought that the interest rate would affect the uptake rate. So it was assumed the lower the interest rate, the higher the take-up. So with the same letters, they also tested putting an attractive woman on the envelope, and also on some of them not putting any photo at all, or putting a man's photo on the envelope, or other people. So the results concluded that the attractive woman on the envelope meant that they could charge an extra 1% on the interest rate for the same take-up rate compared to not having her on the envelope. So having this woman's photo on the envelope meant that they could charge an extra 1% interest. That's an extraordinary amount of money.
So what were they priming it, do you think?
The priming was to do with the woman. Now that's not to say it could work with what you're doing, but it's interesting how something that's not connected directly to what it is that you're providing can affect someone's behavior.
It's logical.
Yeah.
It's pride. It's they're dialing in on first of all, it's their target's a man, and it's pride. It's like the guy wants to show, like, hey, oh man, let me take you out, let me wine and dine you, kind of, that kind of, digging into that masculine ridiculousness, right? Really what that was. That's cool. I know I did.
There's a couple of research studies that were done with the honor code. So at Harvard, I believe it was Harvard, it was either that one or one of the other prestigious schools that don't have an honor code. They got these people to do a test, and half of them, they got them to sign a letter that says, I will honor the code of the college and of ethics and morality, and the other ones they didn't. And they did the test, and the ones that signed it the ones that didn't sign it, most of them cheated because it was a self-evaluating test. So most of them cheated on it, versus when the ones that did sign it, they didn't cheat. They also did it with the 10 Commandments. They got people to recite as many of the 10 Commandments as possible, got them to do this self-evaluating test. The one that didn't didn't get asked to recite it, didn't cheated. So just by putting them through this priming process changed if they were more likely to cheat or not.
Is this the same as commitment and consistency?
Yeah.